Welcome to Book.
Greetings and salutations. Say there, Jack. I don't know about you, but when my domicile is under attack from the Viking raiders, I want to be able to defend my hearth and home in a way that pleases the Allfather.
Sure.
Now I know what you're thinking. I'll just grab my axe right here, but the axe is in the shop. So how to handle this 200-pound blonde Norwegian charging at you like a fat kid at a pie factory? Grab your trusty falchions.
You know, I just reached for my Desert Eagle.
Well, that's a fine piece of machinery you have there, but can your fancy pistol do this?
Dude, that was the only copy of Hey Diddle Diddle, Ray Rice Up the Middle, How to Knock Out Bitches When You're Only 5'1" by Ray Rice. I wasn't finished reading it.
You see how clean, quick, smooth, and quiet this high-quality falchion cut through that incomprehensibly large book on the finer points of spousal abuse. Why, that loud gun of yours is no better than a carpetbagger whistling Dixie.
Now hold on for a fucking minute here. You see that copy of Destroying Childhoods Through the Media film by Michael Bay? Hold it up and let me try to cut it in half with my gun.
Boy, you're more stubborn than a debutante on the Ides of March. Go ahead, this'll be good for a laugh.
What the fuck? Did you just cut my bullet in half?
I surely did, my boy. Did you just try to murder me?
Yeah.
As a traveling knife man, I gotta say I respect that. But now that you have seen the awesome power of the falchion, I want to show you the rest of the Flaming Eagle family. Now, you look the kind of ragamuffin that would get caught knife fighting behind the Woolworths on a Friday night.
What the fuck are you even saying? Are you a stroke victim or something?
The only strokes I deal in this line of work are strokes of genius when someone decides to buy the entire 80-piece Flamin' Eagle collection. And then the only strokes they have after the initial strokes of genius is the killing stroke on all their enemies. If you want to do all that stroking and more, all you need is a stroke of a pen in the form of your signature on this here order form.
Now you're speaking my language.
Fantastic, my boy. This 80-piece Flamin' Eagle collector set, which does include the Robert E. Lee commemorative blade with a carved deer antler handle from Arkansas and set screws hand-tightened in a cabin in the mountains of Montana. This 4-inch peanut blade features a hand-done engraving of the signature of the hero of the South, Robert E. Lee, a numbered ticket of authenticity, and it is all yours for just 5 easy payments of $19.95.
Hold your horses, pal. I don't have any purchasing power here. In fact, my paychecks just say life sentence on them. Even if I find money on the ground, my boss somehow knows and shows up to take it from me.
Well, he sounds like a chap with some disposable income then. Is the proprietor of this here book-filled dusty hovel available to be dazzled by the majesty of the Flaming Eagle collection like a colored fellow watching a magician?
Matt, get out here! And by the way, they prefer to be called African American for some reason.
This better be good. I was just putting the finishing touches on my own version of Heartbleed that just targets Grubhub passwords. I'm never paying for delivery again.
Good. Boy, the deal I have for you makes Curse of the Crystal Skull look like the Temple of Doom.
That fridge-nuking piece of shit will never be good.
Look, I have this whole place bugged, so I know about the Flaming Eagle collection.
Did you hear about the peanut blade?
Yeah.
And you don't need to absolutely own it.
I have the arrow that killed Robert E. Lee in my office. I use it as a letter opener.
Oh, I suppose I came to the wrong place. Men of such discerning taste wouldn't be interested in anything a meager traveling knife salesman such as myself would have to offer. Especially not half of the Sword of Power.
By the power of Grayskull!
What do you mean half? He-Man's sword was never divided into 2 different parts.
Actually, in the original He-Man series, before it was called Masters of the Universe, the Sword of Power is split into 2 parts, and the show was about Skeletor trying to unite the 2 halves so he could unlock the hidden power of Castle Grayskull.
So he just fended off Skeletor with the use of normal weapons such as an axe or a shield?
Yeah, and he was always He-Man. There was no Prince Adam.
That's completely insane! If he had no pansy alter ego running around in a tunic like a little bitch, then it's just a Conan knockoff with a skeleton man.
That's why they changed it to Masters of the Universe.
Trying to sell a mystical weapon that a cartoon and toy empire were based on here.
What are you asking for it?
I knew a man with such extensive knowledge of the He-Man animated series would realize I don't want fiat currency for such an item. No. I'll be needing something far more valuable than that. You see, I get mighty hungry walking across this glorious globe, and it would be of great convenience to be able to find nearby grubberies, and infinitely more convenient to not have to pay to keep my gullet filled to the gills with local delicacies. Now, It's my understanding that you might be in possession of a means to the end of my dilemma.
Or it could just kill you. Where's the gun?
I already tried that. He cut the bullet in half with his falcon.
It wasn't the blade, son. That was the wind what done cut it.
All right. I guess I can just write another one for Foodler, I guess. Let me go toss it on a flash drive.
So, watch a lot of He-Man?
Not so much. More of a Thundercats guy. You know, Sword of Omens, Thundercats, Ho, the whole thing. Big fan. You got a Sword of Omens?
No. Sorry, sold that 4 towns back. Part of the Bronze Chicken collection.
So you have 80s cartoon weaponry. What about a proton pack or a sewer grate launcher?
I only deal in edge weapons. Mind if I use your bathroom?
You don't want to go in there right now.
Giant deuce.
Nope. Harriet, the woman who lives in the bathroom ceiling, is on her period. I suggest you hold it.
Oh, of course.
Here you go.
You must be quite the He-Man fan to part with such a wonderful program.
Not really. More of a Rainbow Bright fan. I already have the other half of the sword.
Where'd you get that?
I won it in a drag race against a humanoid tiger shark that wore rollerblades.
That is jawsome.
Regardless, it's time to unlock the power of Castle Grayskull. My name is Matt, owner of Book and protector of the secrets of Book. This is John, my hapless lackey. My fabulous power will be revealed to me the day that I hold aloft the magic sword and say, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power! John became Battle John.
What the fuck is going on?
And I became He-Man, the most powerful being in the universe. Only 2 other people know this secret. Bob and Huey. I thought I was supposed to have the power of Grayskull.
Castle Grayskull is 14,000 miles from here.
Damn it.
Pleasure doing business with you, boys. I'm off to Grubhub and hub my way to fortune.
Why the fuck am I covered in green and orange fur with a fuchsia saddle and matching helmet?
He-Mats!